Right. Part two, this is the much awaited show and tell of the knives of JC. All right.
Part two.
As you can see, we're set up already. I'm going to change the angle to focus on your screen so we can have a proper focus on the knives tonight. All right. All good, JC? All yours?
All right. No beers for me tonight. Water muna tayo. So. Okay. Yeah, part two. So I think it's better na the setup is like this compared to the last one. I'm not giving it justice. I'm not giving Chris Reeves the justice that it needs. So, all right. The first is actually a disclaimer. So I'm not an expert with. I'm not an expert, or I'm not even associated with Chris Reeves. I guess just fanboy, fanboy with the small collection. So I will be light sa mga specs and all those technical details kasi I think there's ano naman parang everything's online and it's there. It's gonna get boring on the blade size and the heat treatment and all that. So yeah, I'll start with I forgot to pala mention the last time. So another factor din pala when it comes to the CRKs. I had a question for parang I had a problem with the Umnumzaan. Then nag-message ako sa customer service. Surprisingly sila. It was a weekend, so syempre wala yung wala yung usual na email support. So I took a chance na diniem ko si Team Reeves. Si Team Reeves. And mas mabilis pa siya nag-reply. Parang maybe it's fortunate na I don't know, he was free at that time. Parang in a matter of hours nag-reply siya. I answered all my questions. So I took to the opportunity. Sinulit ko na yung mga questions ko sa kanya, and yeah, he was very accommodating. I forgot the URL. I'll send you the screenshots of the galing. In fairness, parang when it comes to the customer service and how they value their customers, parang hands down na parang it's another factor why nag-multiply siya ng ganito karami in a matter of time. Ito lang noong una So yeah, for me, if you're going to the $450 na price range, you should own at least one Chris Reeve Knives. So pick one, be happy with it. You can go wrong with any of it actually. And one is enough, but obviously I can get enough of it, kaya naging assortment sila, kaya gagawin sila mag-multiply. But yeah, you can go wrong with any of it, any one. And there's lots of design. So I think I mentioned it before na the blades, mga Damascus nila, different patterns, blade shape, the insigno, the tanto, the classic drop points. Inlays, everything. I mean, you'll definitely you'll find someone that you think that's for you. So you can't go wrong. So yeah, hindi ako marketing personnel ni Chris Reeves, but yeah, definitely. Okay, I'll start with order of acquisition. I'll start with the Umnumzaan. Itong si Umnumzaan, ito muna sila. I think this has been out for 12, 14 years ata. And so, but if you're gonna look yung mga old school na yung mga first release na Umnumzaan, onti lang yung difference. Yung the lock bar, syempre the blade, and itong favorite nila. So, unti lang yung difference, but aesthetically and the design, it's pretty much the same. So, imagine for more than a decade, ganito yung, it's pretty much the same. It means a lot. So, this is my most carried knife. So, obviously man, ito yung mga snail trails na. And maybe because I'm biased, that it's my first Chris Reeves. So, but the first is yung pag-struggle ko, no, the struggle of opening and closing it. When I got it, parang I was in awe of course, the quality, the build, the finish. But come to think of it, nung nahawakan ko siya, nung inopen ko siya, it's my first, parang it's the first start ng mga high-end knives. Ang hirap niyang buksan. So parang yung parang if you're a thumb stud dude like me, parang yung hindi mo siya I'm trying but it has this smooth spot kasi na kailangan mo siyang papadaan yung daliri mo dito sa grooves na to. It makes it easier. Parang it took me around mga 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks, constantly na bukas-sara. So, I was a bit disappointed in a way na, syempre, I mentioned before yun nga, yung ZT, mga flippers, ang daling buksan eh. But bakit parang ako, ba't ganun? But for that price range, dapat smooth as butter dapat eh. But eventually, yun nga, when I got, nung nasanay na, it's more of the human error kung bakit hindi ko siya mabuksan at masara. So, ang hirap din niya isara before kasi when you're going to close it, parang the tendency is hahawakan mo dito eh, the clip. And if you're pushing here, if you're pushing going that way, tapos hawak mo siya dito, parang kina-counter mo eh, kaya hindi mo siya masara. So, eventually, I got the hang of it na ganun pala talaga siya. And ganun yung design niya. So, it grew on me and yeah, lagi ko na siyang dala. And it's my perfect dimension if you're into the parang standard 3.5, 3.6 or bigger size knives. So, the dimensions na saktong-sakto siya sa akin. So, aesthetic-wise, nung binuksan ko siya, I love this is my this Tanto eh. So, drop point dude kasi. And I like the design, yung spine niya. Parang may parang it's different eh. You know, it's different on its own way. And I like the scales. Yung feel nitong frag-ish niya na parang it's hindi siya, it's parang hirap explain eh. Parang it's in a way, I have the satisfaction of doing this compared to the other na may frag na design naman na scale. So yeah, it's actually this is not the simple design kasi comparing it to in Cozy, mas marami siyang, parang there's lots of activities dun sa scale. Kung ba hindi siya ganoon ka-plain. But, of course, yung Chris Reeves na logo dun sa stop. Then, the homemade, the classic. But, another factor for me is itong glass breaker. For me, it was parang sobrang laking bonus nung glass breaker niya dahil in case of emergency, pwede mo siyang, I don't need my Raptor or hindi mo kailangan yung Microtech mo na bit in case na kailangan mo in case na you need to shatter glass. So, yeah. Next is ease of maintenance. Before kasi parang sabi ko nga, tamad talaga ako magbukas at maglinis eh. So, just this screw, dalawa lang. You open up this one, and then this one, and then this one. Yun na yun eh. Yun na yung, mabubuksan mo na siya eh, malilinis mo na siya totally. And it's sobrang ang dali nga niya na nabuksan at isara, linisin. And yeah, like I said nga, parang Chris Reeves is encouraging its owners pa to do that. And unfortunately, wala tayo sa US, pero I've heard yung mga relatives ko and mga friends na knife enthusiasts din na ang daling, the shipping to their spa treatment, mabilis na for them. Kasi parang interstate yung mga travel and the shipping and all. But yeah, mas ma-maximize mo, parang mas sulit na sulit daw talaga yung after sales nila na service. So it's very, very good. And I think ang distinct din dito is yung kanyang O-rings sa thumb studs. Kasi it's tahimik siya eh. Parang siya yung tumatama. Wala siya nung clunk sound na, I mean, I don't see naman an instance na ba't ko kailangan tahimik yung pagbukas at sara ng knife ko, but it's one of those different things. So it's my most used, most carried. It's built like it's built like a tank na it has this feel na once you hold it, once you compare it to an Nkosi or Sebenza, parang may distinct factor yung pagiging tough niya na parang kayang they say na it's a fixed blade performance in a folder. I haven't tried it na binap yung baton talaga and all. But so far, yeah, with all the heavy use that this has been going to, I can say it's talaga. Parang you're confident na it can take it. So, yeah. Umnumzaan, the boss. Boss daw siya. So far, so good. And looks like magiging ito pa rin ang aking most carried out of them 4. So yeah, si Joff, yan, na ano natin siya, nabuyo natin siya na mag-Umnumzaan din. So, next, Nkosi. I think bakit ko nga ba in-acquire to? Kasi when I got the Umnumzaan, parang sabi ko nga before the Trinity for me was Strider, si SNG, saka si XM18. After this, si Umnumzaan, sabi ko, sige, kailangan kong kumpletuhin at least itong tatlo. Si Umnumzaan, si Nkosi, saka si Sebenza. So, Sebenza talaga, same story with the CRK na dapat hinderer muna uunahin. Ito yung naging mas available kagad. So, parang sabi ko, I don't need an Nkosi right now kasi parang I'm eyeing for a Sebenza talaga. But sabi ko, eventually kukuha din ako. For my collection. Might as well get it. So, nung kinuha ko siya, parang it's I watch videos na of the reviews and all. Syempre bago ko siya. And yeah, it came from the Sebenza 25, which maraming nagreklamo. But when this arrived, it's very familiar and kasi halos pareho sila ng work ng pivot ni Umnumzaan. But it's more of a Sebenza look and feel. Now, it's of course, the fit and finish na plain, yung ang ganda nung titanium na Parang ang solid niya na you feel and you understand what you're paying for. Parang itong slab na to, yung feel niya and everything. Ano eh, uh, masasabi mo na, okay, now that's bakit siya nasa $450 mark. So, yeah, first na, this is my least carried knife, but most played. Kasi it's, ang ano niya eh, the dual thumb studs, ang smooth nung pagbukas at pagsara niya. And opening and closing it over and over again, parang hindi mo kailangan i-break yun eh. Kung ito, nag 2 weeks ako dito para masanay akong bukas sara. Ito parang on the first pa lang, wala na. Alam kong paglalaruan ko na, magiging fidget toy ko na siya. So, I think, ano pa rin naman siya. Ito, yung Sila and Cozy ay mga naka-ceramic na ball. Ito parang, I'm not sure if you can see it. You know, yung ball. So, and ang kanyang mga oversized na phosphor bronze na washers. I think bakit it's a big deal. Di siya nakikita. It's a big deal kung bakit siya ganun ka-smooth eh. Kasi of all the 3 that I have, laki niya halos eh. It's almost near dun sa frame. Dun sa scale. So sobrang smooth niya na butter na ano yung smooth na open and closing. Wala ka nang kahit paulit-ulit mo siya. The satisfaction na pinaglalaroan mo siya, it's there. Of course, may the look din kasi na ito rin yung bakit nag-plain din ako. It's the classic, elegant looking plain design. It's just the Chris Reeve Knives logo, the Idaho made. Wala nang iba eh. There's nothing else. No extra marking or somewhere there. So it's classy in its own way. Others doesn't like the thumb studs kasi parang sharp daw. Ako, hindi ako ma-flick na knife person. Lagi akong thumb studs. It's either the flipper or the thumb studs. And sa akin hindi naman. So there are some na nagsasabi na matalas daw. Nasusugatan sila or naiirita sila mag-bukasan sila. For me, hindi naman. Parang it's normal na thumb studs. And one thing I like it too, compared to Sebenza, is itong mga finger grooves niya. It's extra compared dun sa isa lang. Ito parang sakto rin sakto yung hold niya for me. It's simpler. I can say na it's simpler than the Sebenza. In a sense na mas madali rin siyang disassemble, assemble. Like the Umnumzaan, dali lang niya. Not as well. It's opening and closing a Sebenza is not that hard and complicated, but this one is still easier. So for me, it's easiest. Ito pa rin. But it's easier than this. So another thing is parang if you want it to be flickable, pwede mo naman luluwagan mo lang to eh. Luluwagan mo lang to. And wala pa rin siyang blade play. Kahit not too loose naman, of course. Pero pwede mo siyang luwagan. Tapos pwede mo siyang gawing pang flick eh. So, it's some customizable at some part na pwede mo siyang luwagan, higpitan based on your preference eh. Parang Chris Reeves is giving you the parang option on how you want the knife to feel. Kasi ito, wala eh. Yun na yun eh. It's as is eh. One size fits all na to Sebenza eh. Pero ito, pwede mo siyang luwagan, pwede mo siyang higpitan na parang modern type na some people wants to flick it, some people wants to parang play around with it, but of course syempre si Chris Reeves sabi nga niya ayaw daw niyang finiflick yung mga knives niya, so it's not made for that, but they're giving you the option for it. So yeah, that's it for the Incosi. Sobrang until now, yeah, pag work from home sa bahay, ito yung lagi kong if I'm doing stuff at work, wala akong gusto ko lang maglaro ng mga knife. Ito pa rin. Kasi sobrang smooth niya magbukas and sa. It's my least scary, but yeah, siya yung most played ko out of all. And sabi ko nga rin I think we talked about, we mentioned it the last time. Kaya there's this, I'm getting bored now with how it looks. So, medyo delikado eh. I'm looking at parang customizing it, parang there's gonna be another Incosi na plain Jane eh, na if it doesn't work out or magsawa ka ulit doon sa ginawa mo, pinaglaruan mo, pwede mo siyang ibenta and bili ka ulit ng plain. But sabi ko nga, one Chris Reeve knife, it's okay. Wag mo lang i-assort katulad ko kasi okay na yung isa eh. But yeah, I'm looking into parang i-customize to na, I don't know, i-laser engraved tapos anodized. Sila Joe, other people that I know sa group na natin, natanggal nila yung yung blue. And yeah, actually siya, mas it looks simpler in a sense na mas pogi eh for me. But yeah, I just don't have the time para gawin siya. But definitely, out of all of these, parang ito yung feeling ko paglalaruan to. Since you can custom how the knife feels with this, might as well do it aesthetically. So, we'll see. Tingnan natin kung paano magagawa. Siyempre, mas kita yung phosphor bronze dito. It's huge, man. Kasi pagka pag binubuksan ko siya, nagugulat din talaga. Next, classic. The Sebenzas. So, ano ba nauna? Dito, una to. Una si Small Sebenza. Now, I was thinking kasi na bakit ako nag-inlace? I knew naman na Sebenza is gonna be my parang favorite of them all. And pag kumuha ako ng plain na Sebenza, meron na akong plain na Incosi, parang it looks the same to me. Kahit alam mo naman magkaiba siya, it looks different. And I took the advantage na mas maraming option kasi si Sebenza na mga inlays, mga blade shapes, ang dami na eh. Hindi na siya sobrang whichever na magustuhan mo. I think, meron din. May mga may carta, meron din sila nito. So, for me, ito rin ang nauna, the small. So I opted for the small kasi I already have two bigs na meron akong dalawang full size na Chris Reeve Knives. So might as well, sabi ko, it's not naman na sobrang bigat niya sa pocket compared to this. Lalo na kung sanay ka talaga na mga ganito yung size na bit-bit. Parang for me, this one is, yeah, it's lighter, pero it's not the bug out type lighter na nawawala sa bulsa mo. You can still feel na meron kang bit-bit na knife. So, I opted for the small one. Kasi nga, parang may variation. And at the same time, na rin ako. wood inlays. Parang I'm curious parang it's either micarta ako or ito. But I tried the micarta from a friend. Nung pagka-grip ko sa niya parang it's not for me. Parang I'd rather it's better for they say it's better for long use, yung mga prolonged use ng knife. But for me, if I'm gonna do that, parang might as well go with this one. So sabi ko, sige, wood inlays tayo. Parang ang parang ang pogi parang ang classy ng design, ng itsura ng wood. So let's see. So naging available yung bag oak. Initially, si Makassar Ebony yung gusto ko. But sabi ko nga, the sickness of ito yung nauna. Sige, kukunin ko na to. So si bag oak, I think it's called in layman's terms, parang petrified wood. So it's very nice. Actually, parang the wood inlays for me is parang it has its own character in itself. Parang what are the chances na magkakaroon ka ng same pattern, same lines ng wood mo compared to the siguro the same batch and all, pero to have that in a same proximity, parang medyo malabo yung chances. So the first one is the small. So compared to the big ones, rin siya medyo less than I think 2.9 ata to 2.9 yung blade size niya. And for me nga, I'm not a small knife guy kasi parang meron akong sense of security na meron pang extrang handle na magagamit ko dito compared sa dito na parang sakto na sakto na siya dito. Parang hindi kasya parang it's it can fit, sakto siya, pero parang nabibitin ako dito. So I'm really into the size. Parang meron akong secure ground dito. So nung dumating siya, pag-open siya, parang sabi ko, parang ang liit Parang mas maliit pa to dun sa bug out ko Parang the bug out is I think that's the smallest that I can go. So, lang naman, sobrang, the feel is, sobrang naliitan talaga ako compared nga dito sa dalawang to, syempre. But, eventually, again, it grew on me na I've been carrying it na, syempre, if you need light errands, yung parang the fact na you know that you have this piece of tool na ganito yung size, na sobrang reliable, na I know that it won't fail you. At this size, sabi ko, it's nice, it's good. So, it grew on me, and eventually naging pa nga parang office, tsaka dress knife. Ang cute niya liit niya So, ang pogi, and hindi siya parang pag nasa office ka or nasa special occasion, in case na malabas mo siya and there's a chance na kailangan mo siyang gamitin, parang it's not intimidating to others. Na parang, parang it's not naman na, parang hindi siya weapon ni look. Lalo na pag binubuksan mo. So yeah, it grew on me, and it stayed. Akala ko ito yung malelet go ko but yeah, it stayed until now. I'm still leaning towards letting it go, but it's one of those days na ayaw mong eventually baka babalikan mo rin siya, hanapin mo. So yeah, it's one of the parang na lang ako. At first naging hesitant ako na is it for me, but grew on me, and yeah, actually I was rin pala leaning towards yung polish when it comes to yung polished na scales nila pag itong mga wood na inlays. So for me, parang it's shiny na i-emphasize yung inlays itself. Parang gano'n yung itsura sa akin. But yeah, it's a good thing na I can see or at least feel some of the friends na may mga ganun. And I noticed yung sa kanila parang constantly na may finger marks, tapos parang yung snail trails niya ng polished is parang hindi katulad ng snail trails ng ganitong mga blasted. Parang gasgas sa auto talaga na parang parang di maganda yung itsura. Eventually, if you're gonna use it over and over again, if you're gonna use it for a long time, it's just a matter of time. Magagasgas yan. So, parang sabi ko, sige, okay na ako dito sa blasted. Sa hindi polish. So, yeah. That's my small Sebenza. Last, ang aking, for me, ang price, Chris Reeves ko ay itong large Sebenza na box elder. It's my fanciest for me kasi nung nakakita talaga ako ng box elder, sabi ko, ay, kailangan may box elder ako. Wait, parang compared sa plain ones, compared sa bug oak, tsaka sa Makassar na ebon. Sabi ko, iba yung bug oak. Parang if for me, ito nga, sabi ko nga sa'yo kanina, it's the uniqueness of the wood grain and the pattern sa bug oak. Much more dito sa box elder. Parang it's, I think may mga nakita pa nga ako na parang red, parang namumula-mula na talaga yung mga box elder nila. So, yeah, parang I research box elder in general, box elder Burl. Mas mahal daw pag mas mas mapula, parang mas may maple yung color. So, sabi ko, okay lang, pareho lang. But there are some na nakikita ko sa mga, they're posting their box elders online. Talagang parang the other half is reddish na. So, yeah, it's nice. It's nice actually. But I'm okay with this one. Sobrang the box elder parang it's more than a year. More than a year ko ata siyang inantay. So parang sinabi ko na kailangan ko ng box elder. I've been looking, scouring yung availability and yung stocks. So night shift din ako at some point. So sakto yung pag may nag-release online sila, pag nag-release si DLT, si Knife Joy, si Knife Center, si Blade HQ, yan. Parang constantly, every day, parang twice, thrice ko ata siya tinitignan para lang makahanap ako ng box elder. So, yeah, it's one of my for me, this is my price. Kasi nga, this is my size. Ito yung size talaga na gusto ko. Tapos, there's something about this gold thumb studs na hindi ko alam kung bakit eh. Parang yung sa bug out na Ranger Green, the gold-ish na accent nung thumb stud is parang may pogi parang elegant nung dating So, yeah. Tapos the box elder itself, it has their own pattern. It has its neck. It has its own parang character itself na nung knife So initially gusto ko nang mag-all out. Sabi ko, might as well go with the Damascus one. Box elder ka na, Damascus. Actually, mas maraming, pa yun yung mga Damascus blades nila, tapos may mga inlays. Napapansin ko, matagal ma-out of stock, meaning it can last from 4, 5 days, even weeks sometimes. But I noticed kasi na parang the pattern na, may pattern na yung ano mo, yung handles mo. At the same time, the blade itself has pattern. Parang it's too loud in a sense for me na parang masyadong maraming parang masyadong there's lots of things going on with the knife na hindi mo alam kung ano ma-appreciate mo. Is it the blade or the handle yung pattern niya. So sabi ko, if I'm gonna go with the Damascus one, siguro sa plain scales na para we'll see. Actually, you can order nga rin sabi ng mga friends ko na, you can order na blade lang. Damascus, tapos papadala nila. So, yeah, we'll see how where it leads me. But so far, ito ang aking price. Ito ang pinaka inabangan ko talaga. So, the Box Elder. And out of it's actually mas nakikerry ko pa itong small kasi nga when you go out and actually pag nakakatamad din kasi syempre when you get home you need to disinfect and stuff like that. So dami kong nainis, parang it's better na ito na lang lahat, maliit na lang ako lagi. So both of them mas nabibit-bit ko tong small. Yeah, it's very very versatile. But ito, for me, it's my priced one. Siya yung mas maraming Lazada boxes and Shopee boxes na nabubuksan sa bahay. So, I'm abusing it in a sense na how I can abuse it habang nasa bahay lang. But yeah, for me, ito pa rin kasi na it's the fanciest and itong it's designed to be open slowly and yung clunk na sound na parang yung sound na yon parang ang sarap pakinggan parang it's that distinct sound ng iba parang for me parang it's a Chris Reeve. So it's not meant to be a flickable knife, but yeah, some they change it. Parang todo lube ata niluluwagan tong para lang ma-flick nila. But yeah, I think compared nga to the Incosi, one size fits all. Ito pwede mo siyang i-custom based on your preference. So this one is, if you're going to parang for me, the quality, the build talaga, iba ang level for a production knife. Iba ang level ng Chris Reeves. And I think, pwede mo siyang parang if you're gonna use it for decades, it can wag lang mawala, it will stay with you for decades. You can use it same quality, as long as inaalagaan mo rin siya, it will last. And if you're going to ask me out of these four, the first one that I'm gonna let go definitely itong si Incosi. Kasi I have this and I have this. For me, arguably, it's in the middle talaga Parang it's in the middle of the Sebenza and of Zaan. Tapos ito kasi it's built like a tank talaga Parang iba talaga yung feel. Pag hinahawakan mo siya, ginagamit mo siya, iba compare dito sa mga to Parang panglabanan talaga parang ganun Parang it can take it It's screaming na I can handle it But yeah, I think for me, if it's still gonna be a Sebenza. Kung may iwan sa kanilang lahat, it's gonna be a Sebenza. The small one, it's a size preference, but out of them 3, I'm gonna stick with the Sebenza. Parang one size fits all. It's parang parang any occasion, whatever you do, nasan ka man, it's gonna fit on what you need, and so parang it's a perfect tool. Yeah, I can agree na it's made to be the best pocket knife. So, yep, Benza for me. Actually, out of them pala, itong small lang yung nakakat sa akin. Kaka kakalaro, tinatry ko siya. I'm just getting a hang of it. Kakalaro ko rin siya. Parang na dahil sa size, tumama siya dito parang sa somewhere here. So, may bad blood din kami yan. So, but yeah, if you can see talaga the centering, the quality, it's surprisingly, ito yung lagi kong binubuksan at sinasara. So, kahit anong gawin ko, naka-center pa rin talaga siya eh. Kasi I know some people, sobrang big thing siya, lalo pag na-OC ka. But yeah, kahit anong gawing bukas-sara mo, it's gonna be there. It's gonna be the same. Weird lang nitong, other people doesn't like lanyards. But kasi ako eh, I can do kahit meron or kahit wala. Ito lang yung weird kasi itong small Sebenza na to parang tumatama na ilang beses tumatama yung blade dun sa lanyard. Yeah, parang napuputol na to. But pag tinanggal mo daw kasi yung lanyard pin ni Sebenza, mag-rattle siya. Or pag tinanggal mo yung lanyard itself, mag-rattle siya. So, I'm okay naman kahit meron eh. So, I'm just leaving it there. Ito, si Umnumzaan, may spacer siya eh. May parang may isa pang ganito na if you can put it there, yan, kahit wala. Pareho sila na yung cozy. Pwede mo silang tanggalin. But yeah, I'm not into the lanyards really, but laki pa rin difference nung parang if you're gonna look at it side by side, parang naliliitan ulit talaga ako bigla dito sa small Sebenza. But yeah, it's very, very light. Ba yung tunog.
Right, man. Thank you for sharing that. That's coming from obviously a fanboy.
Fanboy, yeah.
Yeah. So that's really good. Yeah, thank you for sharing your experience of actually using them. Actually, even if you notice, I didn't ask questions anymore because you were pretty much answering them already. I was curious of your usage of them, your preference of when to use them, and all of that. So thank you for sharing these beautiful but usable pieces of art, man.
Yeah, sure, man. I mean, I'm not, sabi ko nga I'm not, I'm not using them as much as I want to kasi nga sa bahay lang most of the time. But, it's, parang you are very, very sure of the quality, how you're gonna use it. So for now, this is the Trinity that I am looking at, and I'm stopping there for now. Let's see how will it go. So
yeah, at least yun, yeah, kasi that's also one of the reasons why I wanted to talk to a collector and excuse me, someone who actually uses CRKs, so parang we can confirm hindi siya buzz lang na it's really worth it, diba? So
it's not just the hype. It's not just
the hype.
being,
Yeah.
it's not just being overpriced.
Mhm.
Well, overpriced. I can argue na yes, it is overpriced kasi of course it's still these are all S45s na eh.
Yeah.
But syempre parang they can say na may M390 na dapat yung mga blade material mo at that price range. But Yeah. It's not just the hype. It's not just overpriced. It's ano it's the real deal talaga eh.
Yes. All right. Thank you for this portion, man. And I'll chat with you again soon. Cheers, brother.
Sure, sure. All right, all right.
All right.
Cheers, man.